Hey y'all, this is Cliff with the Dusty Cliffs, and today is January 1st, 2021, and I hope y'all had a good holiday and ready to start the new year. We have been working on the Traditions Pioneer 1 in 66 twist 50 caliber muzzleloader, trying to get it redone and refinished. So you hold on a second and we'll be right back. Okay, well the first thing we had to do was get it stripped down. The stock was pretty rough when I got the gun several years back. I started sanding on it. It didn't look good. So some friends recommended I get some kind of a stripper to take the varnish off, make it a lot quicker, a lot easier. And so I did that. Okay, once we got it all stripped down to where it was ready to refinish, I had to decide what I was going to do for stain and for some kind of a sealer. I did not want to go with varnish or shellac. I wanted to go with something natural. So what we ended up doing was using Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut for the stain. And this took a long time to get a lot of coats. But here's a little bit of the beginning of that. Okay, so after we got that to a color that we were happy with, it wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be, but it would have taken me forever to get it much darker than what it is right now. So to seal it, I decided to go with something that I had here at home already. This is 3 o'clock in the morning when I decided to do all this, so I couldn't run to the store. We ended up staining it with Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut and sealing it with olive oil. So after that, everything looked really good, so I started reassembling. And I realized that I didn't like the way that some of the parts looked. So as you can see behind me, the Bobcat is missing because now the Bobcat has been it is our new project, let's put it that way. So let's look at what ended up coming out of the, and here is our finished product. As you can see, this turned out way nicer than I expected it to. And this is Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut sealed with olive oil. And I used steel wool in between the coats. I think it was 3/0 steel wool. And what I ended up with was almost that real soft finish that a lot of gun companies are going with now. So I'm really happy with it. But I did take the locking mechanism back off and install it on this rifle so I could use both screws, because I found out that without that screw there, I cannot put the retainer spring in for the ramrod. So this is also a learning thing. You know, we've learned a lot about muzzleloaders just in the last couple weeks working on this. And so I did steal some sights, the rear sight off of the Bobcat, but the front sight, I found one laying in a bucket. So we can shoot this thing. Alright, so that's just a little bit of what's going on with this one. And I'm so happy with this one. I'll probably do this with the Bobcat stock, but I will not use the Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut because we want to do different things and explore other options. But I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It gives it a really soft finish. I really like it. So we'll see how the olive oil holds up. Maybe I'll have to go over top of it with something else. But as of right now, this thing really turned out nice. Really happy with it. So that's just our update video. So remember, hit that like and subscribe. Y'all come back and we'll talk again.